Let us now learn the acceleration along the radius and perpendicular to the radius vector. So in my last lecture, so we have studied the velocity along the radius and perpendicular to the radius vector. So let us draw the same picture. To curve, initial line OX, and there was a point P. P was at r comma theta is the position polar coordinate of the P, and Q what is the polar coordinates r plus delta r comma theta plus delta theta. So this angle is delta theta. So already we have seen that the velocity along OP, the radial velocity along OP, it was u, and that perpendicular to the radius vector, the cross radial velocity was v. So let us assume the velocity, not assume that velocity along OQ at the time t plus delta t, that will be some u plus delta u, and the perpendicular to this will be v plus delta v, the velocity along the perpendicular to the radius vector OQ. So now, so these two will make an angle delta theta, as they are making angle delta theta. Now, what is the acceleration? So acceleration, the radius is radial acceleration, relation. So at time t, that is at p, at time t, this equal to, so the velocity. So velocity first initial the at t plus delta t time, the velocity along the radius vector OP, so what is the expression? So limit delta t tends to 0, that is a change of the velocities along OP, because we are taking the time delta t tends to 0, and at the instant at the point P we are calculating the acceleration, radial acceleration. So the change of the velocities, so what is the, so it will be velocity along OP at time delta t plus delta t minus velocity along OP at time t. So now you see, now let us draw the parallel line. So what is the parallel line? So let us draw a parallel line to OP at Q. So draw a parallel line. So this is parallel to OP. So you have drawn this parallel line. So that will be, so it will be cross, OQ will cross. So this angle is delta theta. So this direction is along OP. So at time t, so the velocity in this direction, it was the velocity, radial velocity u plus delta u. So I have to take along OP, that is a parallel to the OP. So I have to project in this way. So you get limit delta t tends to 0, u plus delta u, limit delta tends to 0, u plus delta u into, we are projecting the velocity along OQ to the parallel to OP. So it will be cos of delta theta into cos of delta theta. Now again, there is a perpendicular velocity, and this will have also the component along the OP, parallel to OP. So we have to project. So if we project along OP, so it will be in the opposite, then it will be, so you see, if we project along OP, the angle, what is the angle? 90 plus delta theta. So cos 90 plus delta theta is minus sine delta theta. So if you project in this direction, this velocity u plus, that is v plus delta v, so that will have a component along parallel to, this is parallel to OP. So this direction is parallel to OP. So let us write O dash, and this one is P dash. So just to make understand that OP and O dash P dash are parallel. So now this component project this component along O dash P dash. So it will be V plus delta V cos of 90. This one is 90 degree. This was 90 degree. And this one is delta theta. So total is 90 plus delta theta. So cos 90 plus delta theta is minus sin theta. So minus sin delta theta. So it will be minus V plus delta V into sin delta theta. Sin delta theta. Now again, so we have calculated the velocity along OP, that is a parallel to OP, and at time t plus delta t. So this one is a velocity at t plus delta t, and now I have to find the take the velocity along OP at time t. Now just at OP, the velocity is along OP is only u. There is no component of v because v is totally perpendicular to OP. So this will not have any component along OP. So only the component will be u only at time t. So this part is t plus delta t part. So let us put a bracket and whole by delta t. So now delta t tends to 0. So delta theta and delta theta will be very small. So cos delta theta becomes 1 and sin delta theta becomes delta theta. So let us write here. So limit delta t tends to 0. So u plus delta u into 1. So u plus delta u1 minus v plus delta v into delta theta. Minus v plus delta v into delta theta minus u. So delta t. Now this u and this u are cancelling each other. Now delta u and delta theta are very small quantities. So the product, we neglect the product of delta v, this delta v and delta theta. So let us ignore this product. So and this will have delta t tends to 0, delta u by delta t and minus v delta theta by delta t. So it will be limit delta t tends to 0, du by dt, no limit, if we put the limit, so it will be du by dt, so there is nothing, minus v delta theta, this is d theta by dt, see d theta by dt. So what is u? U already you know what is the u already in my last lecture. The u is r d theta by dt minus v is r d theta by dt, v is d theta by dt. Already this was in my last video lecture. So r is d theta by dt and d theta by dt is d theta by dt. So this d theta by dt is d theta by dt and v is r d theta by dt. So it is d2r by dt2 minus r d theta by dt whole square. So we are getting r double dot minus r theta dot square. So double dot means double derivative with respect to time and single dot means the single derivative with respect to time and theta d theta by dt square. So this is the radial acceleration at p at the time t. Now you have to calculate the cross radial acceleration. Now move on the next part. Acceleration along the perpendicular to OP at time t. So I have written something, radial acceleration at time t. Next is acceleration perpendicular to the radius vector at time t. So this one is equal to limit delta t tends to 0. So again the same thing, velocity perpendicular to OP at time t plus delta t minus velocity L perpendicular to OP at time t. So velocity perpendicular, this one is perpendicular to OP at time t plus delta t, this one is delta t plus delta t and minus the velocity perpendicular to OP at time t by delta t. So this is the acceleration along the perpendicular to the radius vector OP. Now same way we have to calculate limit delta t tends to 0, Now come to this picture. Now again, now just this one, say this one is perpendicular, this one is O, this PN. So there will be again a perpendicular on the parallel to OP. There is a, just draw a parallel line. So if you draw the parallel line, so this one is Q and dash. So Q and dash is parallel to NP. So this one is N dash. This one is N dash. N dash. So N dash Q is perpendicular to NP. Now V. Now this component. This one is U plus in this direction. In this direction. So this direction, the velocity is U plus delta U. So the projection. So this projection, this 90 delta theta, and these are also perpendicular. And this is delta theta, so it will be sine delta theta. So the velocity along OQ is U plus delta U, and its projection along Q and dash, that is a parallel to PN, that is perpendicular to PN, is equal to U plus delta U sine delta theta. Again this component, these two, this one and this one and this one, they have the angle, there is the angle delta theta, this angle delta theta, there will be delta theta. So now this one is V plus delta V. So V plus delta V component along the Q and dash, that is the perpendicular to OP, that is parallel to PN, is equal to plus, that will be plus V plus delta V into cos of delta theta. This is cos of delta theta. Now again this one is at time t plus delta t, and at P, that is at time t, the velocity perpendicular to N, it was only V. So only minus V. So only minus V. So delta t. So this one is a, so this part is t plus, this is in second bracket term, this is t plus delta t time, and minus V is at t prime t. Because at time t, U, this one is U will not have any component along the perpendicular to N. So U will not have any component along PN, as the V along PN have no component along the radius. So the radius velocity will not have any component along the perpendicular to OP, that is along PN. So now delta t, again the same way, as delta t tends to 0, delta is very small quantity, so sin delta theta will be delta theta, and cos delta theta will be 1. So write it, limit delta t tends to 0, U plus delta U, and this will be delta theta plus V plus delta V into 1 minus V by delta t. Now V will cancel each other. Similarly, we neglect the term very small times delta U into delta theta, they are very small quantities, so their product will be very small quantity, so we neglect this term. So this will be limit delta t tends to 0, U delta theta plus delta V by delta t. So this will be the ultimate component. So if we take the limit, so it will be U d theta by dt plus dV by dt. So we have this. Now we have to come simplify it. How to simplify? Now we simplify it. So this equal to, what is U? U is R dr by dt. Already you know U is dr by dt in my last video lecture, and d theta by dt is d theta by dt. This one is d theta. Delta theta by delta t, d theta by dt. So d theta. So d theta by dt plus ddt of, what is V? V is R d theta by dt. R d theta by dt. So this one is, I have to simplify this. So dr by dt, d theta by dt. So this seems like V, so it is theta plus dr by dt into d theta by dt plus UV method, R d2 theta by dt2. So you are getting, so if we simplify this part, just putting the values of U and V, we are getting this expression. So let us again simplify it. So 2 dr by dt d theta by dt, this one is theta, plus r d2 theta by dt2, or simply 2 r dot theta dot plus r theta double dot. Or we can also simplify again. How to simplify it? Now take 1 by r, so 2 r dot r theta dot plus r square theta double dot. So this is nothing but 1 by r ddt of r square d theta by dt. uv 2 dr, if you derivative r square 2 twice r dr by dt into theta dt, and r square d2 theta by dt2. So after simplification we will get this.